Ophiuchus. Wow, some of you actually mentioned the name. I never actually heard the Greek name for the snake carrier, but I immediately knew what you were referring to. So thank you so much for giving me the honor of doing a read on Ophiuchus. Did I pronounce this correct? It's not easy. So many people who follow the standard European system like Placidus or Hellenistic chart, we would claim that if you are born between 29th of November to 17th of December, you are a Sagittarius. But I heard about the 13th sign already when I was a small child, because I grew up with astrology. They were not professional astrologists, but they learned me all about how each sun sign behaves. So I grew up with it, and I can't undo my scorpionic energy. But thank you again for giving me the opportunity to give Sagittarius one more read. So it goes like this, that someone claims that there is a 13th sign, which I find highly interesting, because the ancient, was it the Gnostics or someone, the ancient ones, the eons back in time, they also claimed that there was a 13th god, which they never spoke the name of. We do have 12 months in 12 months in a year, but there are 13 moons. So the European system, is based on the traditional astrological as we know it, and for me, I cannot follow the Vedic astrology because there are certain things that it cannot explain, what is very typical to this star sign here. However, the Vedic star sign or the Vedic placements I have, they explain that part that people around me do not see. The real innocent me, the me, the child me, the one that really just want peace and love and harmony and loves beauty and poetry in a way that is almost like a cliche. But this is Vedic astrology, and the Ophiuchus, sorry, can I just say the snake carrier is based on a system where we have 13th signs, and therefore all the signs have to be moved a little bit. Now, you could be a Sagittarius and a snake carrier at the same time. I remember I was so disappointed because I was like, oh, can I be the snake carrier? And my mom was like, no, I am the snake carrier. And she's Sagittarius with Scorpio moon, so yeah, she's poison. And so Ophiuchus, now I already forgot how to pronounce it. Ophiuchus. It was actually a real person living before Christ sometime in Egypt. So it was a real person. But it is also in the heavens, and he is depicted holding a snake, and he has so many similar qualities to the sign of Scorpio, because the original sign of Scorpio is the eagle holding a snake. So both are holding the snake, and so both these signs, the snake charmer and the Scorpio already are a snake, when it is cranky, when it's operating on the shadow side. So both have this in common, that we are mysterious, that we are into the occult, we like to do research on deep-edged things, and we always have to fight compulsions that are driven by this snake. And so Ophiuchus, so did I say it right now? He would hold this snake and fight it, just like Hercules had to fight the Hydra and lift it to the sky in order for it to crack in the sun, which is very, very a beautiful metaphor or allegory for what happens to what is dusty or full of shit when you gives light. So there are certain things we do not see when it's dark, basically. So Ophiuchus, for those of you who are born, we just did Sagittarius, so it could completely be a read that you can own. However, if you're born November the 29th, or to the December 17th, you might feel that there are some similarities for you within the Ophiuchus, or that you have a connection to that sign. Just like I feel with the Vedic astrology that no, absolutely not. But in reality, what people don't see, they only see the Scorpio, or the eagle carrying the snake. They don't see the peace-loving, who likes, the light energies behind this. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm trying to cut this. Oh, there you are. Okay. Here we are. So yeah, I am so excited. I was like, yeah, let's do that. And in such a degree that I even forgot to fix my nail painting and put my magical rings on. So yeah, let's do this. Fuck's sake. I don't know why I'm excited about it. I'm not even a snake carrier myself. But I was carried by one. And she carried a little snake inside herself as well. So she literally did carry a little snake. And I refused to get out. I was quite comfortable within that bubble full of water. Mermaids like it there. So 3 weeks they spent on trying to push me out. And I was still lying with my ass down to the crutch, not moving. So the snake carrier needed some help to press out that stinger. And so me and my mother, we have been poisoning each other ever since, to this very few months ago. So I know how it's like to live with one. However, where's your moon sign? I don't know. What we're going to do is that you will get runes that will represent your paths of ascension. You will get rune that represent the sun energy, your moon energy. Remember, this is a collective read for those who are interested in this snake charmer subject. You could find signs to you that it's working. We also have a card here that tells you what's going through your mind right now. And we have your values, your love, what's going on in love perhaps, and Mars, which represent action, taking action, and how you take action, and basically your spine, because it's phallic. And I thought, you know, this is special. This is special. I should get more special requests that doesn't necessarily have to do with astrology at all. So, and this one, yes, finally something new. So what I have done is, of course, I do not pick out cards just randomly to do a read. I have a look, and now I've been yes. So Goetia cards, they will represent your shadow side, the reptilian side of you, that snake you carry, my darling snake charmer. So, motives B. For those of you who have paid attention a little bit, I got David Bowie a couple of weeks back, and I realized that, no, a month back, and they are too good to be true. I don't really want to use them, but I feel I need this for this read, because just like Scorpio, which are originally an eagle sign, the snake charmer have to raise his kundalini. That is what it's all about, fighting the snake and raise the kundalini, the tree of knowledge, the tree of life, which is literally the nervous system in your body. So you need to have a straight spine, and you need to be free of toxicity. And if you want to know more about the kundalini energy, I'm sure this sad guru have some answers to that, okay? So we will also use, of course, Osho, Mr. Osho, to give us to give the Ophiuchus some answers. If you don't mind, I feel like cleansing the cards. I was so excited when I was like, what a great suggestion, that I just picked out. So we're going to cleanse them a little bit with amethyst and crystal and sound. Crystals, they are what we call a one unit being. So they are alive, they are moving, but just because they are moving in a very, very slow pace that the human eye can't really catch up on it, doesn't mean that they are really dead, and they do store data. Unfortunately, I have no sage right here, but we have the bell. Remember, sound moves matter, okay? And it chases away the bad jinn. I feel like a lunatic when I do that stuff, but I have to do it. The side card I've chosen for you is Tarot del Fuego, because the snake charmers, they have a temper. You are sometimes the loose cannon. Sometimes you're dropping your snake in pure fuck. You know, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And when Scorpios and Mama Sagittarius are in a fight, the eagle is dropping her snake, and before you know it, yes, we've been into physical fights many times, and we both have a forked tongue, so we know how to poison each other with terrible words. I believe she had been my mortal enemy in many lives, but I forgive her. She doesn't know any better. Now, other snake charmers I know. I don't know many people of Sagittarius, but most Sagittarius, they are portrayed as someone cheerful, someone who likes to travel. I've known many Sagittarius ascendants and moon. They are lifting you up. And now I'm not referring to Bruce Lee and Mom with the Scorpio moon here. You know, they are in general lifting you up. They like to travel. They like to do researches. And they are the happy-go-lucky, ruled by Jupiter. Now, I do not know anything about the ruler of this specific sign. But if you're in, I'm in. And let's not waste any more time. So we are going to start with the Goetia cards. So to this, I really have faith in this read. I don't see many reads which are about the snake charmer, but I don't know, the algorithms can go straight to hell, so let's see. I picked out a rune for you because we need to learn the runes. This is a Nordic pirate channel, so a few runes, you need to know them. And it's cool, yeah? So in your ascendant path, you have a rune called Sebo. Sebo. And it has a shape like an X, basically, like as in X-Men. And it requires for me to use glasses. This is about, it carries a gold ring here. So in your ascending path right now, Charmer, you have alliances, you have gifts, you have love, you have give and take, or give and receive, I suppose, and you have to compromise. So this card is in your ascending path right now. Many of you are struggling with the compulsions of that snake. I know how that feels. And so this is why it's also a little bit fun, because I do also, not only have we a lot in common, snake charmers, but I also teach and train people in tribal fusion belly dance, which is also called snake charming. So basically, I find this exceptionally interesting. Let's have a look at your shadow side. What you need to, what is the reptile you're holding? What does it want? How does it screw with your head right now? Now we are going into a retrograde soon, and it will last until 2nd of October. So be careful signing any contracts, no matter what sign you are. If you are in a relationship, there will be maybe some tension. And here you have your rune as well. X. Here is your rune. So the shadow side here would be Mercury in Libra. and that is quite interesting. The demonic entity here is called Malphas. So this is the tower. But since it is in reversed, some of you snake charmers are resisting a change. You're postponing something, you're procrastinating. There is something that you, no, this is uncomfortable, I don't want to do that. No. Know that it is the snake that is whispering in your ear and saying, you know, it can wait a little longer. You know, just don't worry, everything will be fine. Snakes, both Scorpios and snake charmers, they represent our shadow side. So the reptilian side, shadow side, basically same. Okay, so Mercury in Libra here, it's exactly because Mercury is going in, it's going in reverse, retrograde, now, soon. And so all relationships in general, in particular if you're dating a Libra, they will, what's hiding in here? Oh, I found my pendant, thank you. So look inside. I found my new pendant. Okay, let's use it. And Mercury goes retrograde. It can create disturbance regarding travel. And there will be a lot of misunderstandings if you're using the words from Babylon. That is the language I speak right now. All languages that are modern, that means post-Babylonian time, are Babel. So they have evolved, with exception to those tribes who have been isolated from civilization for eons. So it's a reason we go into silence when we want to raise the Kundalini, because the words alone that I'm speaking right now are disturbing you. I'm babbling, literally. And when Mercury goes retrograde, I noticed that just in one day texting people or talking, they misunderstand so many things that I say. They misunderstand so many things. So in Norway, we count to 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I told my friend that in Norway, the glasses would, would cost 6. As you say, in Norway, the glasses would cost 6, but I said it in Norwegian. And he was drunk and he didn't listen properly, so he got raged and told me off, because you don't dare talk about sex to me, because that's a fragile subject. Which is a very typical misunderstanding that can happen when Mercury goes retrograde. You say something and it's getting to a point where it's not funny anymore. Another example, when you babble too much, I just find it extremely funny. I shouldn't bring it up because I should cut this down, but the story is so funny. I walk into the taxi, a little bit tipsy, of course, and turns out he was from Colombia. And I said, wow, you're from Colombia. I have so many Colombian friends, and they are, you know, Colombians in general, they have such great hearts. They are so beautiful beings. They are so kind, which I really meant. Because all my Colombian friends, they are awesome. They are great. And he went like, he had this vicious, you know, look in his eyes. And I thought, oh, what's that all about? Well, not all Colombians are great. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, you know, as we didn't mention it, but I was referring to the cartels. So the Colombians themselves, they told me a joke about it, and I told it to him back again. So I said, yes, I know, in Colombia is known for the snow flying upwards. Basically cocaine. And he didn't like that. That's a very typical Mercury going retrograde position. And the response was, we also have Shakira. Yes, and you have Shakira. So when he stopped, I have never ever, you know, these eyes, if eyes could kill, the face, I'm sure that guy was a demon. And he had no sense of humor at all. I still think it's fucking funny that the snow is flying upwards in Colombia. I wouldn't find that funny. Okay, so enough with the side stories. There is an opening here, snake charmer, and or a split here, which reveals to me Venus in Capricorn. So, in a regular sign, if you're a regular Sagittarius, you will at some point move into Capricorn. And trust me, Venus in Capricorn, it's not a thing I would want to have my Venus placed. Not there. So it is, however, 7 of Cups. This is temptation, okay? So there is a temptation here for you, and it's materialistic, okay? So while regular tarot, like the Bowie ones, they are giving you an insight how to raise your Kundalini. These dark cards here are representing the reptilian on the shadow side. So the temptation here, 7 of Cups. Usually it's about illusions. In this case, yes, a lot of temptations, a lot of illusions, but Venus in Capricorn, especially now when the energies are going retrograde, Mars is going retrograde, Saturn is going retrograde, excuse me. Saturn, Mars, and Mercury all at the same time. Maybe I'm over dramatic, but I find something else here that I feel I got it up. Show me me, you know. I asked the universe and I got this card. And I also feel that many of you who have applied the bow or the shooting to your sign, how do you do it? There could be a message here for you regarding Moon in Gemini. So when you have Moon in Gemini, I really should get, I'm asking for more, isn't it typical? Finally get a good camera? No, it's not good enough. You barely see him. It's a ninja sitting in the dark with his hoodie on. kind of look like me, yeah? With a bow and arrow, sharp arrow, ready to shoot. But he's sitting in the dark. And I have a very, very strong feeling, snake charmer. Many of you are sitting in that tree alongside with Scorpios, ready to shoot. Just don't shoot each other. So basically now I have a dark pendulum and a light one. Perfect. Perfect. In the other split here, you have Sun in Gemini, so there's a lot of Gemini energy here, just like sidereal chart here, or what? It's a raven thing. Have you read the Poe, the poetry from Poe, the raven? Rapidy, 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 rap. It's kind of that energy. We have a lot of information and we are messengers. We want to share it to everyone. So we fly from one direction to another, and it's difficult to find peace. And so I didn't find any element connected to here we go again. Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus here. I should make a compilation, just me trying to pronounce that name. Yeah. So I did not see anything, whether it's aquatic or cardinal. And there is a system. When you go from fixed, the next one will be mutable. You go from Scorpio, the next one will be mutable. That means that the snake charmer would be mutable. Just like Sagittarius, and you would be fire. So mutable people are pretty much better at adapting than fixed people. Fixed people are stubborn as fuck, okay? So this is 5. Really? 5 of Wands. So there could be algo pelear here, you know, some kind of competition, someone wanting to challenge you, something that. And here you have the number 13th, which is actually, you are the sign number 13th. Cool, huh? That's your number. So if we're going to combine 13 with the demon, it will be Beleth. Sun in Gemini. I can't take this long on each card. I know I'm excited, but I have to hunt for food as well at some point. Why look at the time? Let's go buy food. Okay. So here is the bright side. Here is your bright side. Let's see what. Oh my God, baby boy, you're large. You're a tall man. Okay. Yeah. The Chariot in the bottom, reversed. So there is a standstill here. Someone, you know, you want to move, but I can't really move. Not right now. Your rune here could help you as an advice. Remember the advice that is given to each spot. The spots are important. So remember, despite all the shadows here, you do have Sebo. So there are a lot of temptations here. I already told you that, you know, some to some of them, okay? This is for the next, this is for the sun. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is in reversed. So basically we have, here they call it the clown, sacred clown. It's the Fool. It's symbolizing a new beginning, but it's coming up as in reversed. So you're stuck in something. There could be someone here who wants to give their love to you, Princess of Cups here. Maybe who wants to come in and give an apology. It could also be you, Charmer. I can't connect you to a planetary ruler. I have to do research on that. Let's just pretend it's Jupiter for now, or it's a mystery. But it's coming up in reversed. That's just the issue here. So basically, I have to take back a little bit. There could be an apology that is expected or should be, but is not coming. There is some kind of an energy standstill here. Could be between a couple. I will now reveal to you a dark side of mine. I can't resist bubbling lemonade. Sorry. That is so dark. I'm poisoning the waters in my body, and I deserve it though. to poison myself, deserve it. That's just too good, honey. I'm not even hiding how dark I am. Giving free commercial to Fanta. You will master this. This is the advice from the master himself, Osho. You will master this. So whatever conflict you're in, you're seeing straight through the temptations. You're managing to take a couple of steps back. And rethink things. Especially you should do that now. Okay? So the next card, which would represent your sun, where you have your sun placed, what energies are going through right now. Ophiuchus. Snake charmer. So you have Hagalas. Rune. The rune looks like an N, basically. And she looks like Hela, which is the ruler of the dead world, the underworld, okay? So this is about loss, rupture. It's also about transformation. It's about not being too fortunate, no luck, basically, and destruction. So, I don't know what to say, but I'm sorry I picked that card for you. You have to do something about that, okay? We have chanting, we have mantras. Show me so I can see, Great Spirit. Show me so I can see. Show me so I can see, Great Spirit. Show me so I can see. An unreversal. What the F do you know? Oh my God. Finally. So you have 8 of coins. In this case, Venus in Sagittarius. So we might as well say Venus in the snake charmer. So unless you are doing like the cobra gypsies, my ancestors, training cobras, whatever work you're into, whatever profession you're into, this is your time. This is your time right now. It could be some issues regarding it, because after all it is a shadow card. So there could be some issues regarding the 8 of coins when working, feeling like, you know, my work is going backwards. But you remember, failing is not really a thing. Failing is only when you stop doing. Failure is not really a thing. It's a fae that lures you. So, like I said before, it's those people who continue to win, 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 and win, who in the end only consists of a very large ego. They are the snake. They are the beast, you know, without a beast master taming them. It's me, myself, and I. You know, the ego is so big that they blows up. The more failures you do, the more you will learn. Too many failures can struck your confidence. And unfortunately, this is a phenomena that are something that many have to address, simply because we have a pattern from when we are children. In Norway we call the jantelov, the law of the jante, which simply means you're not supposed to think that you are important. And so we regress. We're putting our swords down, and we are going back to living a normal life, which is the sensible thing to do, because that's what you've been taught. Now I'll teach you something else. My life, I have to admit, it's quite boring right now. Really the only fun I have right now is doing the tarot and editing, you know. I'm not going to edit this in between, even though I do talk a lot of things that's probably have no interest to some of you, but this is my life. But I also want my freedom. Ravens, we are not comfortable when we are caged. So if you want to donate 2,000 euro to my channel so the raven can fly, I'm sure I will do a special read just for you. You have a talent for something, charmer. And we are going into a new era. Noise orroseglorum or you know, these things. Where it will be more and more difficult to go to a regular work and where regular currency is fucked up. So you need to be creative, basically. Wow. Let's see. If you do as I say, you will have your 10 of Cups. To some of you who do not do as I say, who like, no, I can't deal with this. It ain't working out. Let's just, yeah, fuck it. You will go back to the 7 of Cups, which is an illusion and which is stuck to the physical world, which is a Faustian bargain. You will fail. Stick to the 8 of Coins, stick to your talent, keep on doing what you have to do. You will get the 10 of Cups. I'm very happy to see that. Today I have this issue sometimes that people are questioning how I can be happy on someone else's behalf. They come like, what's in it for you? These are the times we live in. Incredible. You can't be happy. You see someone are glowing up and you know, and what's in it for you that they are happy. I don't know. But I am happy for you. The more happy people we have on this planet, the more peace. So it's a win-win situation. Doesn't matter who wins the big prize, as long as it is for the greater good, okay? Sharing is caring. So when you win those 10 of Cups, or when you work your way out to this wish fulfillment, know that sharing is caring. So again, Shrim Rim Klim Shrim, which basically is creating a sound, a mantra. You do the mantra, which is pre-Babylonian. This sound is very similar to the sound of coins, gold coins. So you say Shrim Rim Klim Shrim, a dedication to this aspect of the divine. Lakshmi Ra means light. Lakshmi Ra Chaha Mama Mandira Tishta Tishta Svaha. So this is Lakshmi energies. Sun, and you have, and the more you share, the more you care, the more you'll get. I don't really have the heart to give you this. So if you are opposing someone who are kind of a psycho, then we can use the fuego, but I don't think we need them today. We have Osho. Sharing is caring. Just one thing, do not throw pearls for swine. It sounds really an ugly thing to say, but you make something really, really beautiful, and you use weeks and weeks on a beautiful handcraft, and you give it to someone, and they're like, ah, how nice it is, and they're doing that. Guys throwing a pearl for a big swine. So give to those who appreciate your gifts or really, really need them. They don't have to show appreciation, but you know, they can seem like they are not grateful, but you see they are eating your food and it's doing them good, better. Charmer. There is, I don't know why I picked the second card, but okay. I suppose that was meant. There is this, for some of you, and maybe you have a strong Capricorn placement. Capricorn. I know a few Capricorns. No offense. No. So. I'm so sorry. That's so bad. So, control. I see your snake. I see your snake, and I see that, you know, the picture I saw, you know, in the sky, it's holding it like this. It's a very large snake. It's not a black mamba that full of poison. It's a large snake, probably capable of strangling you to death. And in order to hold this snake, you need to control. You need that control. You need to be the one who are in charge. To tame the snake, to tame your beast, to tame your shadow, you need to be the one in charge. But when there is so much control that your entire body is tension and you fall into depression, then is it really worth it? So you can, you know, keep control over your snake, but you also, you know, let it rest around your body. Just like my Shiva statue. Yeah, it's there, isn't it? So basically, as a snake charmer, take a good look. They threw a snake at him. So this is, it's got different symbols here, okay? It represents the universe. And nothing is placed here as coincidences, not even the rings in his ears. So someone threw a snake at him, as in wanting to harm him, and he took this snake and he just put it around his neck and wear it as a necklace, just to show, you know, these people, you know, that this is what I do with my ego. I'm wearing it as a beautiful necklace, but it does not control me. So yeah, this could be you. Absolutely, this could be you. So regarding Ophiuchus, did I say it right now? One exercise that I would really recommend for you guys is yoga. You have explosive yoga like Kalari, which is a martial art, and you have yoga. This is how you will tame the snake, to discipline yourself. So what's going through your emotions now is Wunjo, which is shaped like a pea, what's under the moon. What is hidden here is joy, celebration, harmony, felicity, happiness, conquest, to conquest something, and Gloria. Yeah, I know about Gloria. I do. So this does not say that, oh, I am in that state right now, but it could be a yearning towards this, right? Towards this. To have someone, a twin flame, to have someone to work with, dance with, talk to, who are on the same wavelength. But you're not showing it. Show me your face. Show me your face. Show me your face. I was going to use those cards. Show me your face. I believe you guys also carry a mask where you know, I'm cool about it. So it's okay. And inside of you, the snake is going nuts. Scorpio, it's how we grow up. To learn at some point through violence, and you know, we have to sneak around, that at some point we have to, a certain situation, we have to carry different kinds of masks. Really? Really? So you carry the masks of a hermit. Maybe some of you are very isolated right now, and you're doing your yoga, you're doing your spiritual exercise. This is a little bit different than the hermit you are aware of, or that you know of. But the hermit symbolizes, is, you know, equivalent to Virgo. And is symbolized with this old Saturnalian man with white beard, retrieving to himself in order to heal, and do philosophy and think, plan, these kinds of things. And so you have this aura around you that screams knowledge and mystery and philosophy, and but a little bit. I see Sagittarius as very social beings. I always admired my mom for being, how do you do that social stuff? Another face I pulled was this one. So you might be shocked. But yeah. It's the one I'm reading for right now, who are connected to, who wants to connect to the Nordic tribe, whoever you are, your ethnicity, your culture, doesn't matter. I read for everyone, okay? More or less. So what else is hidden under the moon? Jupiter in Taurus. Talking about snakes, huh? Is this a snake? Is it a snake? I don't know. I'll show you. It's a griffon for sure. It's a Mons. Wow. Yeah, it's in reverse. Jupiter in Taurus. So something physical have been holding you, perhaps. I don't know, maybe you've been to prison, maybe you are in prison right now. But the owl here is holding a snake. It is coming in reverse. Better? Kind of. It's coming in reverse, and basically tells me that you are now figuring out where the key is. So whatever held you before is now letting you go. Okay. Okay, Spirit wants me to give you 2. This one first, okay. Okay. So another reversal. And the Starman, not sure if you've seen the movie, but the Starman in reverse here. This is something going through your mind. Tells me that this is the magician, basically. This is how he really looked like. Kind of. And when he's in reverse, it's like you can be weakened. You can feel powerless, basically. There is something that is holding you back into manifesting. It's like you're trying to manifest the Queen of Coins here. But the Magician is in reverse. And so the Queen of Coins, she is someone who are abundant. She's like the princess, the daughter of the Empress, who is very fertile. She's surrounded by flowers and everything, fertility. She's shown as pregnant and these things. So she's very similar to the Empress. She's also down to earth. It could be you trying to manifest yourself into being in this state of mind, trying to get a place to live, trying to stabilize yourself using the cube, using the square. But since the mage is in reverse, it's not really that easy to you. That is how I feel. But you are unstucking yourself from something. So how can we, basically, how can we, I don't like to show them in reversal. It's enough I say, this is art. We don't show artwork backwards. We don't go to a museum and look at Mona Lisa upside down. Okay, so what would Osho tell you how to become, to manifest, to be the manifester? To change this, I don't feel like, can I do this? You can. Note that all genders here, they are neutral. It's the energy. Okay, I'll try to stick it. Oh, there's another one here. Okay. Thank you, Great Spirit. So, first of all, there is a need of healing here. Some of you can actually you could be diagnosed with schizophrenia, paranoid schizophrenia, or be in that state of mind which where you isolate yourself, and you don't know where to go. I've been with someone for 14 years with paranoid schizophrenia. Don't ask me how I survived, but I survived. A stinger, yeah. By the way, he's still stinging. He really can't get over it. So schizophrenia is not something really to joke about. It's not. It could be that many of you need more experience on a certain field. Okay. You could also, of course, be dealing with someone who has schizophrenia and they are draining you. However, schizophrenia is allopathy, Western concepts. I don't really follow. I don't follow. But sometimes when it's out of control, when you can't take care of yourself because you are seeing things, of course, you would need some healing. Okay, coming up here. And when that is done, the first card that really came up, you will have your abundance. You will have your abundance. I can't make it up. Let's see. How cold. So what is going through your mind right now? I think that's why they're cold. Oh, gold. Fehu, as I've spoken before, fe in Norse is cattle or sheep. We still use the words today, yeah, as an idiot. Jävla fehu, you know. It symbolizes fortune. This is what's going through your mind. Some of you are dreaming about, it would be so nice to fill up my bank account right now. That's the shadow you, that's the snake, okay? I don't blame you. I would love to have a very, very full, big, I don't know, a large plus on my bank account. I think most want. So this is about possessions, about riches, about prosperity, abundance. So you're dreaming. And as a sad woman, worshipper of Sandman or fan of Sandman, I would say that all dreams will come true as long as they're benevolent. You know, the universe wants to give you this. The universe wants you to experience how it's like to be rich. But you have to tackle it. You have to make it on your own. The universe is there to help you. But you can't just ask if you have no faith. You need to be as certain as the ground you're sitting on in order to get that. Okay? Okay. cane, come, all the words when you don't really see them. Came. Doesn't sound better at all. Yeah. I just exposed my filthy mind. 9 of coins. 9 of coins in reverse. That's your shadow side, okay? This is Mercury in Sagittarius, so again, a little bit careful. But many of you might feel that, you know, you're dreaming about this abundance right here because you don't have it. You don't have it. You're codependent on someone, on something, okay? This is your shadow side. It could also represent fear of being codependent, fear of losing something, fear of your bank account fucking with you, or the bankers, which they always fuck with you. I have so many awesome things to say about bankers. You would not hear the end of it. So the shadow side in general is represented by fear. That's the underlying vibration of it. You know, when you hear horror music, not a great way to go. Not a great way to go. What's going through your mind? What's going through your mind? Mercury in Sagittarius. I remember when I had that, and I got more impulsive. I love to. Well, I started to be more social, and I got obsessed with traveling. And then my son also followed into Sagittarius, so I basically traveled, and it's been, well, basically I'm traveling still, never really stopped. So that would be Mercury in Sagittarius, but it's literally, you know, retrograde. So when you have retrogrades or work with magic, kitchen magic, you can use the retrogrades to retrieve things, just like the moon. Okay, stop there, and you get two. So the first one will be the Princess of Coins, and unfortunately she's not upright either. A beautiful picture, but no uprights. So not even a small offering. I don't know what's going on, Snake Charmer, but it doesn't seem like every good luck is with you. There are so many symbols here that I could decode for you. The shaman's death here. Yeah. 9 of coins twice in reverse. What is going on with you? At least now I know why Mom is never sending me any money. Sorry, horrible joke. Okay. Let's just ask Osho, shall we? Let's see. Let he do the thinking. This is just getting weird. I'm getting a little bit sad. I want to give good raps, good news. Osho, come on. Okay, I can live with that one. Okay. First of all, the energies are challenging you to go on an adventure. There are ways to live with very little resources in general, something also called sofa couching. You know, there are many people who are traveling the world almost for free by hitchhiking, sofa couching. You can sign yourself up on the internet, but the universe wants you to go on an adventure, okay? Because there you might finally get the last piece you're looking for and get your totality, okay? There is something about innocence here, okay? It's so hard to explain, but try to see the beauty everywhere, also in the little things. You know, it's easy to see beauty and feel as when you're having a kitten or a puppy, you know. But when we see insect, we will go like, ugh. Should be like that. Be like that. And same with you, have the same compassion for yourself. You are inside a change right now, a very large change, where you will be bombarded with many illusions and things. You know, it's not going in your favor right now, but you are about to get ripeness. So you just have to give it patience and slow down a little bit. Many of the things going through your head now is pure suppression. Because you're suppressed, you need to look beyond the illusion and turn yourself in. Maybe you need to stick with something ordinary right now, as in grounding. At the same time, you are being challenged to walk the path that is an adventure. You know, you can have an adventure close to your house as well. So this is your love. How you love. Wow, Freyr. Freyr, the god of love. He's more like a warrior god. Okay, so you have Freyr, you have Freya, which lives with the Asgardian, not Asgardian. And she would represent Venus, love, everything, beauty and harmony and so on. And this is her brother. Freya, she lives with the Asgardian, but she is from Vanaheim, okay? So she is a Vane, like we say in Norwegian. And same goes for the brother. He's a Vane, of course. And so with many types of entities and gods. We have Svartalfheim, we have Jotunheim, and we have Midgard, of course, where people like this live. And Soelo, it's a sun symbol. Freyr is riding a Varaha, a wild boar of gold that was given to him. And Soelo was used among, you know, the SS soldiers during the Second World War. They were in fact into the occult, the leadership there. The demon himself used astrology, and there was a lot of, he was obsessed with Madame Blavatsky, who is behind Theosophy basically, and obsessed with, you know, the roots of the blue-eyed people and this shit basically. And so wearing this sign, it could be misunderstood by many, but it is an ancient rune, and the Germans or the Germanic people down to Germany have a connection to this. The power of this rune, using it, is about something, you know, it's like a lightning stroke. Yeah, it gives you energy, it gives you force, it gives you potential, and it also represents the ego. Careful. The ego is snake, okay? That's a good beginning. So in your values, in love, maybe you are someone, you are maybe a warrior yourself, or of some sort, or you are attracted to people who really got the spine, you know, who can stand up for themselves. Powerful force, and you might have your sun sign in Leo or a strong Leo placement, which is impossible to use in a regular chart. But this tells me about someone, when you love, you're shining, and you're willing to kill, protect the one you love. This is a warrior card. Okay, this was a long read. Soon done. I can only pick up one from this. I'm sorry. It'll take all night. If it gets a good thumbs up thing, I can do more. Let's see if it's in reverse or not. It's not. So basically here we have Sabnok, and he would represent Knight of Swords, Moon in Scorpio. So there could be a confrontation here. You urge maybe to slice someone's head off. There could be a grudge here. That's your dark side. Your shadow side, grudging. You remember the other one I gave you, where you're holding this, you know, it could be also towards someone you love, or the other, you know, my ex, you know. But being a Knight of Swords in a date is a kind of date I would not go to. I'm just going to be honest with you. These people are highly volatile. So it could also be a situation that you are facing right now, basically. Confrontation with malicious words and things that should be said and all that. Someone stopped waiting. Mars in Libra here. They stopped waiting for love, for peace, for the harmony. Maybe because of this confrontational energy. There could be it looks like there was some kind of lack of an abundance here, but you did have a lot to talk about. But there isn't a lack of abundance here. 10 of Coins in reverse. Reading the cards anyway, what's wrong? Okay, Lilith in Gemini would be someone here. She's holding a snake, basically. That's you. 6, the lovers. So you could be dealing with a lover right now. And the dark side of this lover and you are poisoned with your words. The cards can also symbolize perversion. I'll show it to you so you can see for yourself. To me, that is as close as you get to perversion. Okay, looking anywhere. Oh. Okay. Wow. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Mercury in Capricorn. Ooh, this is not spirituality. This is an abuse of spirituality. Someone could be someone in your life that, you know, the rope is here to hang someone. Okay? If you can see it. See it there, see? Okay. On top there, Ose is a leopard, I think. So it has the shape of this leopard. Also, it symbolizes, it has lovers in it, so your lover could also be someone who are into some religious stuff that is, you know, sex magic, blood magic. That's not for all of you, of course. Now we have a death and transformation here. Sun in Cancer. It's a heartbreak here. 3 of Swords, represented by the Spirit. Person with PU. Okay. So 3 of Swords, heartbreak. I'm glad now that so many of you are crushed right now. You're heartbroken. Let's toast to broken hearts. Ooh. Okay. There is something here about traveling. You could have got your heart broken during a travel. No. This is not what you're looking for. Oh, sorry. Too much Star Wars. I'm going against Osho a little bit here. I know better because I'm younger. I'm more modern. There is something about participation here, and if your participation, the number 3 coming up again. So in this energy here, I see the Empress, and so participate with someone who are understanding, who are grown-ups, and you use your heartbreak as a tool to express yourself within artwork, within beautiful artwork. And trust me, painting, there is nothing so calming as making a beautiful, beautiful painting. So I used to be working in a place, and I also, you know, did paint myself, but I used to work in a place as a leader where people who had no job, they would come and they would make something creative, and all of them had their own problems, their own illnesses and reasons for not being able to work. And so we were a group where I would be in charge and always coming up with something new to create, always finding up something new, dream catchers, working with silver, working with glass, even making things in wood. And of course the big deal, well, popular thing, we also made comics. I'm a former publisher and I also draw comics. And it's amazing what you can express through music and artwork. I cannot say enough of that. So far, I have not been successful in reaching towards an audience. I just published a magazine 2017 where I express my sorrow from when they just ran off with my child. It was dedicated to her, but no. But for you, expression for you. You don't make it for someone else. You make it for you. So you can get the peace. The colors alone can get you the peace, okay? Now last piece here. The last piece here, this is taking action. This could be also sexuality, it's a phallic placement, it's Mars, it could be aggression here, suppressed aggression, or it could be leadership. It's a fiery planet, or also symbolizing the ancient warrior god Ares or Roman Mars. In Norway, I think it would be Thor. Maybe, no, I don't know, whatever. That is so strange. So your Mars position here would be Laguz, which is a lake, a moon card. So you have the sun and you have the moon when it comes to love. And this is about intuition, you getting in touch with your own intuition. This is about inspiration. This is about the soul. And creativity, again, creativity. I also see seduction here. Either you are seductive or someone else are seductive, taking action in... We talked about temptation earlier, this long read, okay? So when something pops out of the water, very beautiful to look at, in Norway we call it nøkken. And in the rest of the world we call it a siren. And when the moon is right there, as a man, would you go? I think you would. I think most of you would. Mm-hmm. Come to me, she says. Temptations. Yeah. Me telling myself I'm drinking. It's just lemonade with bubbles. From Fanta. Could be worse, could be crack or something. So we have a peacock. My darling, you have a peacock. Mayuri varivi. Sorry, we have a style in coloring in one of the schools. Some have a style where we're lifting up one leg you have to balance, and it's called Majori Varivu, which is a stance, and it's called the peacock. And so peacocking, when we are grooming someone or trying, you know, like the peacock spider, I told you a little bit about this before. They have this beautiful ass, which looks like a painted mask. In order to get to the girl spiders, they're all dancing around, and the spider girl would look like this, would observe this peacock spider, and if the peacock spider is missing a step, you end up as dinner, basically. And after you've been shagging the girl spider, you have to run very fast, because then she will also eat you, which most spiders do. Yes, I had a few on my plate. Can't blame me, you do taste good sometimes. So this would be... I have 8 black eyes and none of them are working properly. 3 of coins. What do you know? 3 of coins. It's what? By the way, if you have Andreas in your name, I said it before, it could be something. There are so many names that have this Andreas. So I would do research on that name, Andreas. I believe it's ancient, going all the way back Semitic roots. Andreas. So you say Andrealfus. Yeah. Also Andrea. Sorry, I have an obsession for words, names, and the connection between everything. Moon in Aquarius. 8th house. And 10th house. Okay. That is a transformation taking place. You're going to go from being a very, very dirty old filthy reptile into a peacock, basically. That's the only thing I can tell you about this. If you take action, if you can resist the lagoons and say, unless you want to be my wife, come here right now. F off, you're not real, you're not real, you're not real. Stand your ground. 3 of coins is usually Capricorn energy. This is someone who is working, basically. Working. And through this work, through your specialities, you will gain something very, very beautiful from it. And in this case, it's also the dark side. I don't know what the Andrea Phallus can do, but let's just stick with the moon in Aquarius, shall we? I have a sister with moon in Aquarius, Lisa, Annalisa. Yeah, that's you. Moon in Aquarius is very... have many progressive, interesting ideas and emotions, basically. Very horrible shadow side. So we are talking about partnership here also, and let's talk about peacocking. I wouldn't advise you to try to impress a girl. I'd just be the coolest version of myself, and giving a girl too much attention and showing you, I would give everything to get you. It's like a cat. When you ignore the cat, it won't feel threatened by you and it will come to get a cuddle. The moment you take it like this and squeeze it, it will, fuck off, right? If you look the cat directly in its eyes, it will also feel threatened. If you look at the cat relaxed, don't look it directly in the eyes, but you're closing the eyes slowly like this. You're actually giving the cat a kiss. Yes, I have read some cat knowledge because I like cats. And same goes for girls or boys, I suppose. I'm not good with boys, but what I do know is that none of you, never again are going to touch this creature. I'm sorry. None of you. Okay. Soft spot again. Soft spot again. Yeah, I have no knowledge. It's not just about boys, but when it comes to humans in general, I am a raven incarnated as a human, trying to what is it that we do? Mirroring human behavior so we can portray ourselves as human, but I'm not human. I'm a raven. And so when it comes to men and women in general, what I do know, and my mom told me this a long time ago, that showing too much interest, and especially giving your heart to them right away, because that's the one, it won't get you anywhere. So the best you can do, in my experience, 40 plus something now, I chose to go the path of the coins here, basically. I value money more than a relationship. I realized that being in a relationship where there are too many demands on who you should be, and you can't live up to being that peacock. You wake up in the morning and you look exactly like everything else opposite of a peacock. There is a standard in relationship. You have to compromise, and many partners, they expect things from you, and at some point they will take things for granted. So no, I'm not a relationship expert. I was only, I was in one relation for nearly 15 years with one, and the rest is just I don't get the opposite sex, and you don't get us, but I'm not really a normal female either. Like I said, a black bird. So many asked me this question when sitting out in the streets. Finally, I got a new package of tarot cards. Many ask me the same question again, and one of them is, when will I find, of course it's women, the love of my life? One read after another. No, he will be like this and this. No, stay away. Next one. No, stay away. This one that just happened. No, stay away. So we like to serve the YouTube channel to find the right one. Trust me, if you do find the right one, it's very, very early in the relationship where you are so eager to reproduce. It's a chemical explosion going on in your body. At some point, this chemical explosion will cool down and someone will take each other for granted, or there will be some issues and blah blah blah, and I don't get you, and you said it's like, Today I had a discussion with someone, yes, you, P, where I told him a joke. Then he continued to pull the joke far, and he didn't get me being, you know, it's cool. Cool. You don't need to repeat the joke for the rest of the day about balls, about how huge they can be, and about prostata, and like, it's enough. And the answer would be, well, you was the one who started it. Really? Really? I would love to know how many of you who are in that position when you're being confronted of, you know, it's cool, you know, I need to work, I need to do something. And then you get, you, it's your fault. I'm sorry, but men and women who are in this, it's your fault. You're the one who started. They are not grown-ups. They're still children. They're still children. Sorry, Pete. You're a child. I love you. Like a friend. A very annoying one. You're very annoying. But you will turn 40 one day, you too. Maybe that's when it will happen for you as well. The revelation of growing up. Some people grow up when they are in their 20s. I even experienced a girl, she was, 20 years old. She was actually more grown up than me, being 40. So miracles do happen. 8. Finally, something upright. Prince of Cups. Prince of Cups. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Something good happening for you. Peacocking here. Working on something. A small proposition of love coming in for you. And it's on the correct position. Yeah? So it's not all bad here, my snake carrier. And another one. Wow. Wow. So this is awesome. Ending this with an awesome card. Thank you. Sorry. Bubbles. The High Priestess. David Bowie and whoever helped design these cards inspired the artworks he created for David Bowie. David De Angelis. Oh, his name was Davide De Angelis. Yeah. You should get those cards before it's too late. So yeah, 2, silence, keeping your silence, being in the equilibrium in between the two, Boaz and Jachin, which is duality, being in the equilibrium, being the keeper of the Akashic records, the knowledge, the higher knowledge, where everything happening is written down. This is a sum summarum, and if you have to choose between love that is disturbing your place in the universe as someone who are about to ascend, because in the end, someone who wants to ascend, they are taking back their energies and they are putting them back into the roots of the tree of life, and they ascend. So when it comes to love, I'm a terrible at love advice, but I can read the cards for you in the future if you have directly love questions, that is. However, I am an atheist when it comes to relationship. Marriage, well, you need that piece of paper, okay, up to you. And you need a prenup. Sorry. I'm so sorry for those of you who are married. I'm sorry. I feel so shameful now. Okay. Let's just agree to disagree, okay? Marriage. Yeah, I met someone once. I barely knew this individual. And I was clear on, you know, I'm not someone who are humping around, you know, I'm fixed. When I choose someone, I choose someone. For some reason, he took that as I wanted to get married, have children, buy a house, and cling to this individual for the rest of my life. So the answer was at some time after that, if I marry you, excuse me, if I marry you, what makes you think that I want to marry you? It's just talking about ego. Oh, talking about ego. Oh my God. Oh my God. If I marry you. Yeah. By the way, if I decide not to kill you, let's have a chat. For those of you who have chosen the number 1, I will read your card right now. I'll pluck out some runes for you. How well does she know the runes? How well does she know the runes? Getting better. Okay. So, you can choose between the X rune, which was the first one we read, about this partnership thing, which is called Jibo. The second rune is Isa. It's frozen. It's about being frozen, freezing, cold, being cold individual or something, freezing your heart in order to think clearly. That would be an I. And the second rune would be Fehu, which is abundance and cattle and money. I cannot promise you that the card is exactly that. So 1, 2, 3. What you ever choose. So we will open the X, the Jebo, which contains a card. These cards, by the way, are Lemurian. Lemurian. So here you get the journey. This is number 33. Remember 33. Look it up if you don't know. Jesus was 33 when he he did that, but that happened. And we have, I think, the 33 spinal column thingies. Yeah, there's something like that. So this is your journey to the wholeness. So you are on a spiritual journey right now. And just because I have a crap experience with relationships, the cards, you know, they can promise you something else. I noticed that in America it's far more normal to, oh, I see marriage here, oh, he will marry you, she will marry you, marry. I'm like, we are in Europe. We are in Norway, where actually the Norwegian state will take money from certain people if you get married. So you can get married, just don't sign any contracts. So this is your journey to the wholeness, okay? You are on your way. Basically, you are on your way. It feels extra hard. It feels extra depressing right before it explodes and happens, okay? For those of you who chose Isa, number 2, you get surrender. So basically, it's a little bit, you know, the Indians in Amazonas, they have this frog called bufo, and it emits something called DMT. You produce DMT in your pineal gland while you sleep, but you can also take it in from plants. It is actually everywhere, but you can take it in from plants. This is also what Aya contains. This is not, by the way, this is not a promotion of doing that. It's an explanation of why doing exactly what's explained here. So the only way they have a frog, this bufo frog, if you're taking that stuff from bufo, the frog, that I think it's coming from its side, you're tickling, and it's coming some secret, some liquid stuff. This is bufo, and they dry it sometimes. So when you take this into your system, or in general DMT within other substances where the experience is more mild, if you resist the experience and you vibrate with fear, you will have a very bad experience, because it will amplify everything you are, even on a spiritual plane, but the human you with the I think, however, bufo is taking you beyond that fear, but I don't know, I never tried it. But this is life in general too, that you need to surrender so universe can do its work through you. Okay? If you chose Fehu, abundance, blah blah blah, number 3, your task is to learn about loving and compassion. Because sympathize with someone or something is not enough. You need to be able to replicate, or understand. We replicate each other subconsciously when we are in a pack. Literally, actually, the cells also replicate themselves. So be a little bit careful from who you're hanging out with. Don't hang out with someone just because they're cool. If they have very low vibrations, your entire body, the cells will replicate their energies, and you will take in low vibrational energy. If you are with them long enough, you will start to act like them as well. Scientific studies. So loving and compassion. If you are hanging around people who does not know what that is, because it's so feminine, it's a female thing, then cut them out from your life. So to understand this is when you go beyond. Check out Alex Gray. He has some interesting stories. So when you are in Christ consciousness, or someone would say Buddhic. I say it's a little bit different between the two. But when you are in a Christ consciousness, you will be able to feel compassion for a tiny insect. And you would, if you see that the insect is struggling with something, you would actually help it. If you see a plant and someone are mistreating their greens, their flowers or whatever, you would even feel compassion for the plants, the trees, the insects, even nasty people, because why are people nasty? Because they suffer. So they are projecting their suffering onto you. Okay? I am so sorry for the in-between talking. I don't know how to stop it, but I will promise you that I will teach myself how to clip out those parts and put them in a separate compilation. So thank you so much for Get This. That's your name, kind of. For the idea of talking about Ophiuchus, snake charmer. I loved it. Thank you so much. And if you have any ideas, if you want me to do a read about the new president or your new aunt, no, then just ask, okay? Just ask. There is room for new things to do. Thank you so much for visiting Parrots of the North. You are so much welcome back. See you later on the flip side.